I'm gonna fix a Porsche.
See it?
This is the belt. It's kind of dead. This is the plastic piece of the idler pulley that exploded. Probably. When your belt explodes like this,
Yeah.
and you're sad, and you try to replace a new belt, which isn't that bad, you should check why it exploded, and the answer is this is supposed to be solid like this. See how it's all plasticky? This is missing all the plastic outside. So I was able to put the belt on, but this belt would just shred in 2 seconds because it's not supposed to be hollow. So this needs to get replaced. Bright side, belt's in. See? I've got to get views, Ryan. Okay. We're definitely in that one now. I don't think we were before. And I would install this top thing. What is this? That one just holds this piece in place. And that screws into there.
Yeah, it should be
So I would actually put this in. It would be the best one, I think. I am at a loss.
Maybe it's because I'm missing that other screw.
Yeah. But did it wobble before you took it out?
It wasn't super tight, we'll say that.
It definitely would be a heck of a lot straighter with another screw. I have a bunch of bolts at home. Well, on the bright side, let's see if your taillight works better now. I won't start the car.
Thank you.
Well, at least your brake light part's fixed.
There we go.
I can look at home.
Yeah, I
Then-
can come go by and get one later.
Yeah,
Since the car's not going anywhere.
correct. Yeah, because I don't really want to tighten that anymore. And, I also have felt tape. Because you could felt tape the inside of this, so at least it doesn't like rattle or scratch or anything.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I'm very sorry about your belt, but see, this is why I was saying you got to check it and see what doesn't look like it makes sense.
Yeah, that did not make sense.
That's not good. See, don't you want to be a vlog star, Brian?
I sure do.
Your kids would think you're really cool if you were on there. Well, I feel incredibly worthless. I helped you change the brake light. Hey, I helped you get your belt on to discover your belt certainly wouldn't get on.
Yeah, that is true.
We're going to see how quickly I can install a dash cam. This goes into the fuse box. This gets grounded. This goes into a fuse. You pick a fuse that turns on when the key turns on. Well, unless you want your dash cam like permanently on, which sounds like you'll kill your battery. My tools are a mess because they're out for working on the truck. So, now what I'm doing is, there's the dash cam and the cable. I'm tucking the cable into there. I have not been able to get these smoke alarms, these smart smoke alarms, to register to my alarm system for over a year. Figured it out today. So I'm gonna install a smoke alarm. Just under 37, so it should be just under 18 and a half. It is dead center. One down. I didn't even need wall anchors. There's one installed. Here's our chandelier. I still don't know if I like it, but it's interesting. And there is the second one installed. Now we're safe. Somehow, when you plan Couch to 5K, I don't think they expect you to be running in the rain. But we got this, even though you can't see anything. This is the summary of 75 Hard and Couch to 5K week 2, day 3. It is being covered because you ran in the rain because you don't want to fail day 26 of 75 Hard. We did it. My knives are very dull. We bought Wustov knives, so I've got nice knives, but they're dull. I was gonna fix it after we got our new countertops on Wednesday, but my wife is complaining she's gonna cut her finger off now, so we're gonna go ahead and fix them now. Let's see. First thing is you got your honing stick. This does not sharpen knives. People think this sharpens knives. Does not. This straightens knives. I have a perfect example. This is a dinner knife that is not a Wustov. You see the tip? See how that got bent? This will fix that. Once you've done that, use a whetstone. These bad boys have a high grit and a low grit side. Use the rough side first, which would be the 1000, and you hold your knife at 20 degrees and you cut off a lot of the metal after you've honed it. So you've got your knife straight with the honing rod. Then you start to actually remove metal with the knife block, with the whetstone. So I start on the 1000 side, then I finish on the 6000 side. That removes the metal to make the what was now straight edge a sharp edge. So then you have a straight and sharp edge. But you have to soak this in water for a while. I usually soak it for like 30 minutes in warm water. Not hot water, just warm water. And then every 5 minutes toss it in for another couple seconds. I've got some normal that's not fair. I've got some steak knives that are okay. They're just not, Wustov knives. And then I've got a Zwilling. This is what I upgraded to first after getting my normal-ish knife block set. I got a normal-ish knife block set that was okay. It was fine. It was like $150 on Amazon. It was one of the higher rated Amazon ones, but it was 10 knives and okay. I kept the 4 steak knives from it. That's all I really wanted. I bought this nice Zwilling chef knife. I think it's a 7-inch. Yes, it is a 7-inch. It is quite nice. It cuts really well. Then when I got married and I convinced my wife to take care of knives because some people are raised to take care of things, and some people are raised that they're just kind of always dirty, which isn't necessarily a problem, but that's why when you go to some people's houses and you try to cut something with their knives and you're like, why am I sawing away at this? It's because when you have a good knife, it doesn't even have to be an expensive knife. It just has to be well maintained. When you're done using it, you need to clean it off immediately. You can't leave things to set on it or it just screws up the edge. If you never hone it, you never sharpen it. Honestly, you don't even necessarily have to sharpen it if you hone it often enough. The sharpness will mainly stay as long as you use, cutting boards. But if you're cutting on granite countertops and you're never honing it, your knives just don't work anymore. But once I showed her like how nice cool knives are, she started taking care of them. And I was like, oh, guess we can buy a Wusthof finally. So then we bought a set of Wustofs and ended up accidentally buying a second set. So I have like 16 Wusthof knives, which are very nice. So I have all my Wusthof knives, 2 of everything pretty much, and then my 1 Zwilling, and then my 4 steak knives, because I didn't buy any Wusthof steak knives. So I kept the 4 steak knives from the original set, and when honed and sharpened, they're actually quite nice. That's my spiel on knives. Good knives make you want to cook more. This was the bent knife. See the tip now? It's straight. I wish I could focus on the knife. Sorry, phone camera. I'm not an expert, but what I've learned is you can look at the edge and see how thick the edge is on each side, because you literally made this edge. You can tell that you screwed up, because if you hold your knife at too flat of an angle, all of a sudden you'll have this really fat edge on the knife. So you can look at it when you're done and see how even the thickness of the edge is. So mine was missing some edge right about here on this one side. Like it almost had no edge at all. So I must have been, when I was holding it, slipping it off and sharpening the end and sharpening that, but not really getting this, the middle. The other side was perfectly fine, which is odd because that's my backhand. So you'd think my least dominant hand I'd screw up, but I guess I was paying more attention. But I just went back, sharpened that side. Now it's pretty darn level. I think we're good. I got a haircut. I look like a socially acceptable human again. Now I get to dye my hair. Okay, we're gonna sort through this garage because I need to move a lot of stuff and it's a mess. Well, we didn't finish, but we made it through a lot of things. I can finish going through that stuff later. Move 2 fridges downstairs.